Hey gang, I'm Mr. Phil, we're in Suite 8, and you are watching Rat Chat, episode 49. I'm really excited to begin filming for this week all over again. Today is day 1 of 5 of production on Rat Chat, episode 49. Episode 48 came together really nicely. I'm super excited with how it all fit together, from the filming to the editing and the final production of it. Not much going on this week in way of gadgets and gizmos and toys, as I've got the wireless mic almost figured out. I'm trying something new today in the settings menu on the receiver to prevent it from dropping out as often as it did last week. Not a lot either going on in terms of the stuff that will be arriving here at the shop. Last week I brought in a lot of the hardware, and again, the brackets didn't really work out as I had planned. I'm only a few minutes away from start time for today's work day, and I'm going to check the schedule to see who's on. I think that's one of the things that I always do in the morning before I start my day, is to check what final last-minute appointments were added to my schedule. Since everyone books online, my schedule can change literally up until the minute of an appointment, and I've got a total of 9 haircuts to do today, and we'll see who appears on camera for today's hair cutting. Here we are, it's day 2, and just like day 2 last week, I am now back in the corner. And it seems as if I do a lot of work here in the corner. I'm always putting towels in the cabinet, and that's part of my daily life, is putting towels in the cabinet. I'm really starting to get used to the everyday filming schedule. And at first I thought it was going to be a little difficult to maintain, because what do you film every single day, and how do you make it different from last week? The simple answer is that by nature of doing it every single day, every single week, it's going to be different than the previous week regardless. It's going to change and evolve, as every week is a little different. But what I can tell you is that by pushing the creative deadline every week towards the finish line on Sunday, when everything has to be compiled and edited, doing it this way, really, it's a good mental challenge. I feel like I've learned a lot about myself as a filmmaker in the last week. The old Rat Chat was pretty easy to produce. It was set up the camera, it was talk to the camera, and then quickly edit things down as best as you can. I've been reviewing a lot of the Rat Chats from years past, and it's hard to believe that this has been going on since 2017. And one of the fun things about reviewing all the old Rat Chat videos is seeing how the shops have changed over the years. Obviously it started here in this building, and now here we are again. But every single Rat Chat had its own feel to it. And I think that was what was missing when I first moved in here and filmed the initial episodes in here. It took a while, and I feel like the way I was filming Rat Chat here looked good, sounded good, but it didn't have its own personality. In Suite 41, Rat Chat was usually shot from me sitting in my styling chair. The beach shop Rat Chat, I used to sit with my back towards the service wall, and you'd see the window and the lights, and then the track lighting behind me. The big shop, I tried a few different things with Rat Chat and never really got comfortable filming there. Not really sure why, but I ended up sitting in front of the Ruzel cage with the blue lights behind me. Here, this room to me, I think in my time here since July, I've made this room very mobile. It's 107 square feet, but I'm always moving in here. I feel like that's the feel for Rat Chat here, is movement, mobility, different things. There are a lot of different pieces to this room that I've set up. If you think of it, this room is sort of divided up into zones, right? Each zone, each block of a few square feet in this room has its own designated purpose. So we're gonna start here. This area is clearly the Ruzel area. And then up there, we've got my big spotlight for work. And that zone, we have the big photo flash bolted to the wall, another work spotlight. This is my work desk. This is the area where I spend the most time throughout the week, is in the service area. And the chair, desk, mirror, and then my service wall, all are one region. This region culminates with the toolbox. And every morning I come in, I get my tools set, because this region is the driving force behind Sweet Eat. And now that the tools are set. And then over here you have my cart region. This region counts sort of together with the shampoo region. And the payment screen is here, credit card readers there, obviously hand sanitizer, cleaning supplies are all through here. And then this region also features the Marshall speaker, my handheld air compressor to blow out my machines, the Dyson vacuum, and back to the shampoo area. Now this region, people spend a lot of time in, because from region here to region here, hair washing happens. And then we go back to the main service area. This area here, just behind the shampoo region, this is the photo wall. And on the photo wall, this is where I put people for photos. They're back against that wall. That light comes down off its bracket, off the wall, and I can illuminate people from that wall to them standing on this wall. And then over here, the laundry area with some more stuff. Lots of good stuff. This room's Rat Chat is different because this room is very dynamic. And so I want Rat Chat to match in its level of how dynamic I can make it. But now the first person is going to come in for the haircut. I shall return.
You serve as an important part for people's self-care.
Your name came up on schedule today, and that's what I like. I like to see regular names, new names pop up on the schedule the same day, because it means at some point in their day they decided the thing that would really make me feel good today is to go get a haircut.
Absolutely.
That is my mission, is to provide a place to people where when they decide it's time to get their hair done, they trust coming here for that sense of self.
And I think that applies to me. You know,
That's a hope.
when
right?
I come in and I leave too, right? You know, I can come in here, get an awesome haircut, have a great conversation, and I leave feeling great, and then maybe I'll go and I'll have to you know, speak to my own clients, who you take in and who you cut, and you know, you send people out the door, and your role is to make them feel good. We're all kind of aiming to provide people with self-care, right?
Yeah.
And it's more than just a physical thing. It's more of like a refreshing kind of thing. Like you come in, you get your hair done, cut, styled, the wash, you know, maybe you do have a good conversation, right? It doesn't have to be something heavy. But right.
That's a key piece, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being part of this video.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Always
Thank you, sir.
a pleasure.
I appreciate
And, you know, awesome. Looks so awesome. My clients are going to be psyched. They're going to be like, wow, you got a haircut.
Right. Hello everyone. Today is day 3 of filming this week. And I don't think it's by design that I happen to be filming on day 3 in the car for the second day 3 in a row. In other words, last week on day 3, which would be Thursday of my filming schedule, I was in the car. Today, being day 3, also a Thursday, I'm back in the car. I think it happens to be coincidental. I think that's a function of my schedule, is that on Thursdays I tend to go into the shop later than I do most other days, because in the mornings on Thursdays I do grad school work, and I start my days on Thursdays later, usually around 12. But today it's a really strange Thursday where I've only have one person scheduled today at 3:30. So I'm gonna go in, do one haircut, and then head up to Hamden to go see Chris to get tattooed. There was a lot of traffic. This tells me that there's something going on I-95 or the Parkway, because there is a lot of traffic on the road right now. As I was saying before I noticed the traffic, is that I'm going to do one haircut today, then head up to Hamden to go see Chris and get tattooed. We're continuing to work on my left arm, sleeving that little bit of blank space on my wrist today. Someone asked me the other day if by filming every single work day of my work week, if I start Rat Chat with a theme in my head come Tuesday morning for each episode. I don't really believe that I have a designated theme set forth when I start filming. Now, that's not to say I won't think of ideas in terms of a certain client being good for an episode or a certain angle in the shot being good for an episode. Those things I do take into account. Once I capture video, whether it's on the phone or on my camera, the big thing is I don't go back and review those videos until Sunday. I don't even take the memory card home from the shop to load video in until Saturday. I think that's really an important key piece to filming, is that I don't let myself be influenced by previously recorded content throughout the week. Backup cameras are great. I love them. Makes life easy. Prevents difficulties. But the angle of the backup camera is kind of weird. It's like a little bubble. So you still have to trust your mirrors and trust your other senses, because the mirror doesn't lie, but like the little bubbly backup camera gets a little weird.
Back in the corner, that seems to be the morning ritual, as you'll probably see this often throughout Rat Chat. The day starts with the usual in the corner filming as I put towels away. The reality of it is that this is my life. This is what I do. I start every day in the corner. What is this? Well, I decided I was going to order another little tiny portable suction cup mount for the phone. That way I could film different angles with 2 cameras, because I still have my old Samsung Note that I could film with. And the Note might go on the window and my iPhone might go on the mirror, so we'll have 2 cameras filming the same haircut at the same time. This is going to turn into a chest mount harness, and I have to figure out how to assemble it all. That way, I can walk around the shop with my phone mounted to my chest, filming video for Rat Chat. Well, that's my morning setup. I do have to let the new guy in, and I'll check back in a little bit. This is really weird. I'm walking around with a phone strapped to my chest.
I learned just a minute ago that the new suction cup mount is terrible and it fell off the mirror and the phone went with it. So I don't think I'm going to use that suction cup on the mirror right now because I don't trust it. I'm going to have to reassemble my desk stuff now because Ruzel product went flying everywhere upon impact when the phone and this new suction cup mount fell off my mirror. But as I was saying before the chaos began, today I have 10 people, and on a Saturday that's quite busy considering most weekdays I finish at 11, 12, 13 people. On a Saturday to get 10, that's a busy day. But if I would say, if there's a theme this week, it's hearing people talk about coming back to the world for spring. And oh, by the way, this is a glimpse into my life. Every morning I scent the room with some of my favorite smells. And today we're going to use the wonderful blue scent that you all love. This is one of the new finds. And that's in the little container here. But maybe sometime coming up, I might scent the room with this one. We don't know yet. It's all sort of random on which one I choose. I have every one of them is in a little misting bottle. This is the original Clubman scent. This is the Clubman Bay Rum scent. And then the infamous blue scent, which everybody loves. That's what you just saw me doing. And I think I'm gonna use a little more because you can never get enough blue scent. I'm back. I'm gonna do a little bit of filming before the next haircut arrives and figured I would give an update on my day considering this morning the mic receiver once again didn't connect to the phone, which makes it really awkward when I try to record something. I talk for about 5 minutes and I come back and the video has no sound. What I'm learning is that this system from DJI it's great. Don't get me wrong, I love the way I can attach the mics to my phone, to my camera, and then go back and forth. In order to link the receiver to the phone, you have to use this little tiny Apple lightning plug that slides into the body of the mic receiver. And if it doesn't slide in all the way, there's no click, there's no audible or tactile feel or sound to let you know that it's connected. And it's just all by optical contacts. If they don't line up 100%, then sound does not get recorded on the phone. Luckily, you can see the little red light there, and as long as I have that red light activated, the mic itself records audio. The problem is that going back into the computer, it becomes really difficult to sync my talking with the sound. That's what happened this morning. I've still got a lot more people to come and lots of hair to do today. One of my ideas with this little suction cup is I wanted to see how well it stays here, for instance. And I wanted to see how well it can hold my backup phone on this window. The idea was I wanted to have this view with my old Samsung phone aiming at the chair. And then the view that you're seeing me, I wanted to use that and combine the two videos. The idea being is that with the two phones filming simultaneously, one would be the wide angle view and then one would be a close-up view. Now that I put it on the window, it seems to stick better than my mirror this morning. I feel like this one needs a lot more pressure to get it to activate the suction, whereas the one I'm filming with now is a much easier process to stick it on something and then seal it. These are the things that we learn when we test out new video mounts. But for now, I think I'm gonna leave it up there. That is a wrap. The second week of filming on my 5-day schedule. I'm really happy with how this entire Rat Chat rebirth renewal is going. I think one of the really cool things about this new Rat Chat is that it evolves over the course of 5 days. It's not something that there's a plan, there's no theory, there's no script. I noticed this week I filmed Din Djarin and Bo-Katan really more than probably I needed to. But come on now, how can you argue with these guys? I mean, you would have to have them in your video every single week, right? It's now at a point where the show, The Mandalorian, is taking such huge influence on me that I got Bo-Katan's helmet tattooed on me, as I mentioned earlier. You're going to see a lot more Mandalorians on the toolbox here. I have more of them arriving very, very soon. Anytime that you see someone in the chair and me working on their hair, all of those moments are live as they happen in the shop. I, of course, tell them that I would like to film, and once they give me permission to film their appointment, it's a live session. There's no starting and stopping simply to get good angles. What I've been doing is that if you see someone in the chair and you see video of me working with their hair, all of that is as it happens. And if I do change camera angles, it's very quick, so that way I can return back to doing hair at my usual speed. When you see video of me going over to the wash station, you'll notice that in some cases, it is a continuous take. I might cut out bits and pieces of the full service, but what you're seeing is me working in real time in one continuous take as best as I can, adjusting for camera angle changes. That's about it. I'm gonna direct my attention to this camera right now because I've had the suction cup mount on the window all day long, and it's stayed up there and it's holding on nicely with my phone attached to it. This morning I was very disappointed in his performance. However, throughout the day it fought back and redeemed itself. So good on you, brand new suction cup mount on window. You get the points for today. I'm really looking forward to shutting down both cameras, shutting down all the lights, and wrapping up all my gear to take it home and begin the editing process of this episode. Again, I really hope you're enjoying all of this new Rat Chat look and feel. I hope the documentary style Rat Chat per week is something that you are all getting into, and I don't expect everyone to watch the full episode all in one shot. That's why it's on in its full form on YouTube and on Facebook, because you might want to watch it in episodes, even though it's one big episode. Yet, however you watch Rat Chat, I do hope you're enjoying it, and I do hope you continue to enjoy Rat Chat in future episodes, because there will be more. With that, I truly appreciate and am so grateful for all of your enthusiasm, encouragement, support, and I wouldn't be here at Good Rats and Sweet 8 doing it without you. As always, thanks for watching. This is Mr. Phil signing off.